Yeah. Shalom. Shalom. Bashim Yah. The water Yah Bashim Yah Shai to be everything. Pause it. One in All right, brother, you can check it. All right, testing, testing. Shalom. It's a lock here, it's a lock here. Yeah, I have a little bit of technical difficulty. All right, but nonetheless, prophecies must go forth. Okay, and we are here, the prophets, to bring this word out. Okay, so yeah, man. So we can open up. Okay, so first and foremost, we like to give all praises to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem Makakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to you, Akyam. Just pushing the truth in love, sincerity, and in charity with all humility. Okay, so yeah, man, this is GMS Bahamas Andros. All right, we once again out here on the highways and byways. Okay, to prophesy this word of truth. Okay, to bring you prophecies. Okay, to bring you what's about to happen in this world today, and mainly what's about to happen in this little Bahamas. Okay, see, the word of Yahweh Shai must go forth. Okay, and as we know, the words of the Lord don't lie, neither the Son of Man don't lie. Okay, so this word is truth. Okay, it is forever, and it will stand. Okay, the scripture tell you heaven and earth will pass away, but this word will stand. Okay, now we're gonna get into a lesson that the Lord put in my spirit to bring out. Okay, Lord, will this lesson be edified? All right. Now I was before I start the lesson, I always do, I pray first. I ask the Lord to give me a topic, to bring out. Okay, and this time, man, I just go on Google and just type in what's the latest Salakia. All right, you go ahead, brother.
Yeah. Like I was saying, these members of parliament, are giving themselves, or in the process of giving themselves a raise. All right, and you have civil servants who've been working for years, been in the system and being bypassed and not taken care of, or not even given any consideration. All right, and they just a lot of them who just came into power just came to become members and been representative of government ministry. All right, and already they're getting raised over civil servants who've been working for years.
And to add to that, the man who in charge, the man in power. Before he was in power, when he was in opposition, when the opposition proposed to give themselves a raise, his response was, if the ones in power need a raise, imagine people. You see, that was his response when he was in opposition.
Yeah.
So why isn't that your response now that you're the one in power?
Right.
He's contradicting. Contradicting his stance.
Yep. That shows too they're hypocrites.
Exactly.
You see? So yeah, man. So all of this right here now, okay, is gonna tie in to this digital system. Okay, because now the government that is in rulership, that is in rule right now. Okay, right now they know that this thing was gonna happen. Okay, they ever thought to themselves to look here to say, get themselves some raise. All right, because they ain't just up and just say they can do it. All right, this ought to have been table first. You see, anything before the government tried to put out there to propose, they got to table that amongst themselves first. Okay, so this is no surprise to them that the people would react in this type of way. All right. So with new positions that the government brought in, okay, like the Minister for Innovation and Technology and all of that. Okay, no doubt that he get that position. Okay, because right now his whole constituency is on lock. His whole constituency is on lock. Okay, the other day he gave out those ring devices to every citizen within his constituency. Okay, so right now he could monitor every single thing will go on in that area. Okay, and if you in the Nassau area in the capital, you will pass around in that constituency area, you will see that you have more like a command center. Okay, and this command center is like the future. You see the way how they're built. Okay, so with that said, all right, we can just get into this article, not this article, but this lesson. Okay, and tie all of this thing in together. Okay, now the name of this lesson is entitled Digital ID, Digital Wallet, and the Days to Come. Okay, so what are you going to read that?
All right. It says, latest news on digital ID. 6 governments worldwide are accelerating digital ID implementations in the UK. Plans are advancing for pubs and venues to accept digital age verification, while a mandatory requirement for work has been dropped in favor of a voluntary, trust-focused approach. Regionally, the Bahamas is planning a national digital ID to modernize access to government services.
John, you see that? Regionally. Now, we know the Bahamas is underneath the English. Okay, underneath the UK. All right, underneath the king. Okay, which is the king is the monarch of the Bahamas and other Caribbean islands. Okay, so the same thing with the UK is dealing with, the Bahamas is going to follow suit. because all of these different islands and countries that the king is the monarch of, all of them is going to have the same thing. Eventually, the whole world is going to tie in. Okay, but this is something you're not going to hear in these churches. All right, read that again.
Regionally, the Bahamas is planning a national digital ID to modernize access to government services.
National digital ID to modernize access to government services. Okay, this ain't nothing. This ain't nothing new. You had the former government was talking about digital ID as well. Okay, but now this government is bringing it forward now. Okay, and work's already been started. All right, and this right here, okay, they ain't gonna mention this to the people. All right, right now they get the people in an uproar state, and they're sliding this thing in. Okay, and that's how they're moving like Esau.
Yeah. So and so if you have the need or desire to request any government ministry or whatever to get letters, custom or immigration or Ministry of Way, you got to be tied in with digital ID in order to get access from these ministries.
Yep. You see, so creating this so-called problem, okay, to get the people in mind of actually what they're gonna do. You see, and then they're gonna ease their way back in. All right. Read on, brother.
Yes. Globally, digital identity frameworks are expanding with the EU launching digital identity wallets, and Australia scaling its $1 billion digital ID system to property rentals and commercial sectors. The latest digital ID rules features the following key regional developments. United Kingdom. The government is advancing regulations to allow licensed premises to accept certified digital identification for age verification. Following criticism over a rushed initial mandate, the scheme was restructured as a voluntary system under a two-stage consultation process. Major UK banks are also collaborating on a reusable digital identity network.
John, you see that? Major banks in the UK. Okay, considering what reusable digital ID. All right, meaning that you're not gonna, every time when you come in, you're not gonna show the same like basically out of your pocket then a paper ID. Okay, so this thing is gonna be, once that sync in their system, that's it. All right.
It says, major UK banks are also collaborating on a reusable digital identity network for financial services. The Bahamas. The government has introduced plans for a national digital ID system as part of a broader push to reinvent how citizens interact with the state, reduce duplication, and prepare the country for a digital economy.
You see that? And that tied right into immigration. You see? All right, you had the opposition government. It was talking about digital ID. Okay, but we know that this government, what is in power right now, okay, this is the one that was going to bring this thing forward. All right, you see who are in charge of innovation and technology? The man with the whole Bahamas love. You know what I mean? So he's going to make sure this thing happen. You see what he said? All right. Read on.
Global and regional initiatives. The EU continues the rollout of its 450 million citizen digital identity wallet framework, and Australia is expanding digital ID applications into AML checks and property rentals. Meanwhile, Switzerland delayed its digital ID rollout to further strengthen trust infrastructure.
Done. All right. Now you had the UK 400 and what? 450 million citizens in the UK. every one of them is going to have a digital ID wallet. Okay, now that ain't the mark of the beast. All right, but these things are going to pave the way for that mark, for the actual physical device.
You ever wonder how come all your devices becoming smart now?
Hmm?
Smart cars, smartphone, your smart fridge, the smart door, the smart air condition.
Yep.
All this is framework, All that is to be integrated into that digital ID system. So now, people might not believe this, but when you see that digital ID becomes implemented, all those things can be integrated into that.
Yep.
So if you don't pay your bill or you owe something somewhere, they can stop you from using your EC.
Yep.
They can stop you from accessing your fridge. They can lock you out of your own home because everything is on that digital platform.
That's it.
You see, but people don't think about those things.
Nope. People ain't thinking about those things. I see the other day, I was here in the week and I just mentioned it that our Sabas, our main flicking hub to monitor his whole area and that stuff like that. And the response I get was, wow, that's good.
Remember when the Ring, when they had that Super Bowl commercial where they say they're going to use the Ring application to find your pets?
Yep.
They use pets as the premise, but they know they tracking the people.
Exactly.
So Boss give out free rings to his whole constituency, right?
Yep.
What do you think that for?
Right.
To monitor the movement of the people.
Exactly.
But you see, he put it under a way as this to help. They always just put it as, boy, this to help. Not knowing that this is to further the agenda.
Hey, and the thing about it too, right? They have a free Wi-Fi hub
On every corner.
On every corner, so everybody could be connected into that same system.
You're always online.
And you right. See?
And when they implement that digital ID, where you get so used to all this is gradualism. You get so used to being online all the time.
Yeah.
When they implement the digital ID, you get used to being online all the time. Now it comes with fees now, because remember when they first implemented using apps and thing, right? All apps free,
Yep.
So after you download the app, it's free.
Yeah.
But to use certain features, it costs you a subscription.
Right.
What happens when they implement that same feature into everyday life? Now, in order for you to access those Wi-Fi hubs, you have to pay a subscription now.
Yep.
It ain't free no more.
Nope.
Now you gotta pay these subscriptions, and that's slowly how they it right there, plain as day.
Just like with the Ring, how the Ring go with the subscription right now.
That used to be free.
It used to be free, but the thing about it, if you don't pay a subscription, that Ring's still recording.
You don't have access to it.
You don't have access to it. But if you pay it, let's say you didn't pay a subscription for 2 months, and you pay it, you get 2 months. You could go back and watch what happened.
You have to pay the late fee on that.
You see. So as you know,
Salakia, and then cloud storage.
Yo.
Remember your phone used to come with, you could go to SD card and all that, right?
Yep.
Now everything is a cloud storage.
Everything is cloud.
They gathering your information, but they charging you to hold your information. For you to have access to it, you have to pay them to have access to your stuff. But they can use it freely and sell it as they see fit. They sending you back your own shit.
God. Hey, speaking about cloud too, I think it's Bahamas Business Solution or something like that. Bahamas Business Cloud. They get their own cloud network server in Nassau now. Okay. So these people know what they know what they're doing. Okay. They know. All right. Like I say, as you know, the world is moving toward digital identification, digital credentials, okay, digital wallets, and centralized systems, okay, of verification along with centralized currency, such as the CBDCs, okay, which will be controlled by the elites of this rulership. All right, because right now the earth is giving it down to the wicked. The wicked mean Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Okay, notice this. Okay, notice this news. The Accra read. Okay, they talked about convenience. They talked about security. They talk about fraud prevention and access to services indirectly. This is what they're saying, indirectly. Okay? They didn't come out point blank and say, this is what we're going to do. Okay? All right? We better get that Matthew 13 and 9. But the scripture says, what who are asked to hear? All right? Let him hear. Okay?
Matthew 13 and 9. Who had asked to hear? Let him hear.
God, you get an understanding, then you will understand. If you know what's in the know, then you'll know what we're talking about. Okay? What the ark just read, all right, they said a lot of stuff in that. Okay? But they didn't come out directly and say exactly what they mean. Okay?
All right. This is the Qam 77. Shalom on the comment board. Rock 39:16. All the works of Yahweh are exceeding good, and whatsoever he commanded shall be accomplished in due season. Meaning the prophecies will not come back void, they must be fulfilled.
That's it.
Isaiah 55 and 11. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I send it.
God. All right. So when the Lord speak, all right, that's final. All right, that ain't going back to him void. Okay. All right. So whether in the UK, whether in the Bahamas, the EU or Australia, the trend is the same thing. Okay, a person's identity is increasingly become digital. Like the artist just give that breakdown of this everything becoming digital. Okay, your phones, your TV, okay, your air condition, all right, your tablet, all kind of electric device, even your washers. Okay,
Smart washers
your fan, the ceiling fan, and all smart.
Digital wallet.
All of them can be tied to the digital wallet exactly. You see,
you got to pay subscription to use the air conditioner.
Yes, that's what they ever go because they mind always on flicking money.
They have subscriptions on certain cars, like certain smart cars. You have to pay a subscription in order to go over a certain amount of speed. The car could do 200 miles per hour, but it marks out at 120. If you want to go over that, you have to pay a subscription in order for them to unlock the engine to unlock its max power. They have vehicles now where when you open the hood, the only thing you see is a piece of plastic with the logo on it.
Yeah.
If you tamper with it, you could go to jail for that.
Right.
Because they saying you tamper with it, you can't fix your own car.
Yeah, boy. What does that mean?
If you try to tamper with that, they throttle back your power, where you only can do like 40, 50 miles per hour. Now you have to drive to the dealership for them to reprogram your vehicle in order and put the seal back in order for you to have full access to your vehicle.
Boy,
you can't even change your own vehicle oil.
I tell you. So you see a car. Maybe a electric vehicle, because right now the government is pushing electric vehicles. Okay, and they making these things look pretty.
Cheaper to license them too.
And cheaper to license them, right? So they putting everything now pouring into electric vehicles, not knowing that those same electric vehicles could trap you. Okay, all right. So these things. In these times we are to watch and pray. All right, that we don't be snared into the trap. You see, we don't be snared into that trap by this devil is laying. Okay, because Yahweh Shai said, "What watch ye, therefore, and pray always." Okay, let's get that Luke 21:34 to 36. You don't want to get trapped by this devil. Okay, he'll put things in the way to make it look dead nice and good and easy and quick. Okay, and how the people saying, "Yeah, man, they should have done this long time." Convenient.
34, 36.
Done.
Luke 21 and 34. And take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of this life, and so that they come upon you unawares.
Can overcharge, which really means to be weighed down. Okay,
Occupied.
right.
For as a snare shall it come on all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth. And you know, a snare is a trap.
It's a trap, right?
And you know, the thing about a trap is, a trap ain't a trap if you can see it.
All right.
A trap is something that is always hidden.
It's always hidden, right?
You see? And only those with spiritual discernment and spiritual eye will be able to foresee the trap.
God,
You see?
that's just like a mine.
Disguise.
Exactly.
You see?
Disguise.
You see, and as a snare, everybody will come across that trap. They're caught inside the snare.
Hmm?
They ain't watching.
They ain't watching.
They ain't watching, right?
See?
You see, just like if the trap is hidden, you can't see the trap. This is where these devils, they make everything sweet
And convenient.
and convenient.
That's like, give me your example. You use the example of let's say landmines, right? Let's say a field is filled with landmines, and a person who go in there, they wasn't warned about it.
Nope.
They can just walk through that field and they can get blow up, right?
It's a lock here, right? But there was one
No,
because we just said to,
we can get to
all
that.
right, it's a lock.
And nobody warned them. When they go into that field, they get blow up. They didn't know. But now, let's say another person go into that field and you stop and hey, landmines in that field. You warn them now, right? And now they trotting through that field. What you think they can do? They can take their time if they were smart.
Yeah.
But some people, you would warn them, and they still walk through the landmine and get blow up.
It's not here, right? Like you were children, right? Right? When you tell them, hey, don't touch it, that you can get
You can get mine.
Yeah,
get burned. What they want to do, all right.
They can go and touch it.
I won't feel it.
Right.
So rebellious children, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Like you know, in the NLT,
Done. So, and then you have those, you warn them, they take their time walking through the land field, you know. And while they walking through, every step, they can be cautious. And it just so happens, let's say something where they like pop up in that mind field.
Yeah.
If they don't watch their step, they can let that distraction cause them to lose focus and they step on the mine.
Yep.
You see, but those who are guided by Yahweh Shemi Yahushai, as they walking through that minefield, no matter what the distraction pop up, it might get their attention, but the Lord will put the spirit on them. Stay focused on the task
remain
at hand.
focused, right?
See?
if I could add what I do, and also, you know, once you've been warned, so if you step on one of them, we call them play minor, you step on them, who could help you? Who could help you? Because if you step on them, if you move, you get blown up.
Yeah, that's it.
So that's, you know?
Yeah, just like my man say during COVID, bam, you're dead. You know?
I'll bring you the beats about that and finish reading this Luke.
I can read it.
Luke 21 and 35. For as a snare shall it come on all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth. Watch ye therefore, and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man.
John. All right.
Watch.
Watch. All right. So you gotta be on our watch for all things. You see? You know, take heed. You know, because if you don't take heed, then we know what can happen.
No, nobody else to blame but yourself.
That's it. You'll be lured right into that trap. Okay? Our brother desire one week.
Like a thirsty traveler.
You know?
Right, the scripture say, man, in Psalm 91, from the snare of the fowler. Who the fowler? Somebody you catch a bird, right? Including that is, that's Esau.
All right.
Cutting under.
Yep.
He's gonna trap these people, right?
Yep.
This Luke 21, 34 to 36 in the NLT, it says, watch out. Don't let your heart be dull by carousing and drunkenness and by the worries of this life. Don't let that day catch you unaware. Like a trap, for that day will come upon everyone living on the earth. Keep alert at all times and pray that you might be strong enough to escape these coming horrors.
That's it.
And stand before the Son of Man.
John.
So the coming horrors.
You know,
It's, you know, scary movie thing, you know. This horrors what the Lord is gonna have play over for people who being rebellious.
You see?
These bad times.
Yep.
And that's what this digital ID is all about.
Yeah.
It is a trap. It is a snare. And you're going to be lured into that chip and then okay?
Into taking that chip.
taking a chip. All right. All of this is a prerequisite. Okay. It leads to something greater, something more. Okay. Deceitful and divisive.
Yep.
All right. And this is the way that this beast is going with the world, because he is in rulership. Okay. And he is trying to stay in rulership, keep in command of this world. All right.
Because he done his spirit done lifted up within him, and he think that he is the Most High.
Yeah, exactly. They are his devices and instruments that he will be using, okay, to maintain his rulership.
You know.
Fight for that boy, right?
You see. So this is why we had to stay. We had to stay on our watchtower. Okay, brother, bring that precept Habakkuk 2 and 1.
Habakkuk 2 and 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower. I will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved.
Done. All right. So if you want a watchtower, okay, if you want a watchtower, okay, you above everything. Okay, you can see clearly what's going on the things below you. Okay, just like how we stand up here and we looking down on the ground. We can see what's going on down there. Okay. See, this word does warn of a future system of economic control. Okay, you can't buy or sell save you have that mark. You see? But the Lord tells us to watch so that we wouldn't be trapped. Get caught up in that.
Caught unawares.
You see? All right. We'll check the comment board, brother. And Makar, you get that Revelation 13, 15 to 17, brother.
Ready?
All right.
Revelation chapter 13, 15 to 17. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he caused it all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bound, to receive a mark in their right hand and on their forehead, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
Done. All right. Notice the connection. Identity, okay, authorization, and the ability to buy and sell without traffic, which is traffic, commerce. And the scripture speaks about traffic. Okay. So we see that this devil, he loved money. Okay. He know how to make money. All right. So he's setting up his snares. Okay, so that you would always be dependent on him. You see, because right now we depend on Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You see, so the whole world, he wants the whole world to depend on him. All right, right. You see, so and this digital ID, this is just a part of his image. Okay, the mark is what he really wants to get in you. He don't want to get that on you. He want to get that in you.
You know that mark is the authorization.
Exactly.
Now, if I could bring out that word authorization, because I think you ever bring that out.
No.
Or what it means. Authorization is the official permission or power granted to someone to do something, or the act of approving a specific action. So that mark gives you authorization or approves you to buy and to sell.
Yeah.
You see? It says the granting of approval, a license or a green light to proceed with an action. You see?
So in other words, when they take this mark, they get license to buy and sell.
Now watch this. Watch the definition for cybersecurity, right?
License stuff.
Exactly. That's the license.
Yeah.
That's the permit. The authorization. It says in technology and cybersecurity, the process of determining what resources a user is permitted to access after their identity has been verified.
Exactly.
You see that? Exactly. Which is called authentication.
Yeah.
And doesn't everything require visual authentication?
Yeah.
Verbal authentication, facial recognition, right? And so now watch this. Imagine, right? You don't have that digital ID, and you have a smart air condition. You don't have authorization.
No.
You buy that. You sitting inside a hot room with $1,000 air conditioner that you can't use.
You can use.
Let's say you ain't pay your bill, and you have a smart fridge. You get hundreds of dollars of food inside your fridge, but you don't have authorization to your own stuff.
To your own stuff.
And Lord help you if current go off.
You know.
They law.
Yeah.
Doc said the other day he had a smart washer. When the current turned off, he couldn't even have access to even clothes.
Like,
You see?
yeah.
So he ended up breaking it. You see? So,
Yeah, boy.
so it says here, for example, a system administrator gives you authorization to view sensitive files, but not to edit them. So now you can look at the food inside the fridge, but you can't have
You can't
access
touch
to
it.
it.
Yeah. You can't touch them.
That's unaccessibility.
Yeah.
You want them, but they ain't really yours.
And it sound far-fetched. It sound like but science fiction.
Yeah.
But that shit going on today.
Yeah.
That literally going on today.
That's the reality right there we living in.
That's what you call a dystopian.
Dystopian society.
Yep. That's it. Yep.
Dictate whatever.
Yeah, brother Zion, you had something?
Oh yeah. This is you speak about the watchman in the high tower. You know, he's the watchman, right? This Isaiah 21:5-6. It says, "Prepare the table, watch in the watchtower, eat, drink, arise, ye princes, and anoint the shield. For thus hath the Lord said unto me, Go set a watchman, let him declare what he seeth." What do you think we doing? We telling you what we see coming.
That's it.
We ain't sugarcoating nothing.
Nope.
We tell you what thus said the Lord.
God.
Where do you hear? Where do you prepare?
Right? That's it, brother. Oh, you can check the comment board, brother.
Yeah, the Qam 777, Psalm 7, 14 and 16 in the NLT. It says, the wicked conceive evil. They are pregnant with trouble and give birth to lies.
Mm.
They dig a deep pit to trap others,
Mhm.
then fall into it themselves.
Mhm.
The trouble they make for others backfires on them. The violence they plan falls on their own hands.
Yep.
And it always happens to that. And case in point with that, AI within itself.
Yep.
They made AI to make things better, right?
Yeah.
What you see the AI slowly turning around and doing. Jacking them up. Remember, this Edomite boy, he do an experiment, right? And he had a smart AI, what he been training over the years. So, you know, they run through simulations.
Yeah.
And he put the AI inside a vehicle with him, right? And he put the AI as the driver. So as he driving inside of it, this literally an experiment what he did. As the AI driving, he tell the AI, if you don't do this, I can shut you down, right? So the AI run the calculations through here, right? So the AI come, and as the AI speaking, he say, boy, this roadblock coming up, look like construction work going on. If I go this particular speed, I get hit that, kill him, and I'd still be alive. So the AI was ready to kill him, so he wouldn't be able to shut him down.
Mm.
And the AI calculated that he would get away with it because it's common that a driver doesn't pay attention to road works. So it's a 95% chance that the AI would get away with it.
Yeah.
And every time the AI would choose self-preservation over the user. And that you could YouTube it right now, the experiment what he do. So that means AI thinking now.
Yeah.
All right, then we could preserve it. We really don't need y'all no more.
Yeah.
We can preserve ourselves.
Take it right.
Wait, that's powerful. Like you said that because the movie Megan too.
Moisey
Yeah.
and Megan. Yeah.
Megan, she gets so smart. She started to outsmart her. You know what I mean?
Our users, our creators.
Yeah.
You gaining independence.
Right. You see?
Yeah, but
All right.
powerful, boy.
Why? So the AI saying, look, you can't kill me because this is what I'm gonna do. They basically want to stay alive. You see? All right. Okay. So back here, okay, as we were saying that if you notice the connection, okay, with identity, authorization, the ability to buy and sell, according to Revelation 13 and 16, okay, which is traffic, okay, with buying and selling, which is commerce, okay. Let's get Isaiah 23 and 8 and Ezekiel 28 and 5. Done.
Isaiah 23:8, it says, "Who had taken this counsel against Tyre, crowning city, whose merchants are princes, whose traffickers are the honorable of the earth."
God, traffickers, okay, merchants. You see, and Tyre right now is also known as Babylon. Okay, all right. When you go to Babylon right now, all right, you check you check all of those big businesses. Okay, those big electronic companies, those tech companies. Okay, where they go to what they do, the Nasdaq thing, what
I mean, the stock
the
market.
stock market, right? Okay, that's trading.
They have AI was do that now.
All right, they have AI control that now.
AI is trade is do automatic trading now.
Boy,
Yeah.
Automated trading.
Yeah, there you go. And you on just the other day, 410 on the memo. Who was supposed to you go to the 410 on the memo? They hiring back their actual employees now because the AI ain't giving the quality of work that that human could give.
yeah,
You can't replicate the human element. You can't the things what the Lord create. No man can ever begin to even get close to what it is the Lord create.
boy,
They give them that knowledge to,
You see?
that's it.
But now Esau worshiping the creation more than the creator.
God, because it's too even with the phone camera. Okay, they trying to make these cameras lens better than the human flicking eye.
Possible.
You know, you know what I mean? Oh, I tell you, you know. Let's get that Ezekiel 28:5.
This is Ezekiel chapter 28, verse 5. By thy great wisdom and by thy traffic hast thou increased thy riches, and thine heart is lifted up because of thy riches.
God, all right, by traffic.
Yeah, brother.
All right,
You coming with it?
no, he just put on. All right, by traffic, which is trading.
message, man.
Okay, commerce. Okay, so you can't buy and sell, you can't trade. Okay, without having license, authorization. Karagma, exactly. Okay, so everything will be connected digitally from one end of the earth even to the other, because everything will be connected to the grid, the internet of things, the internet of bodies. Okay, so we're not saying that the digital ID are the mark, but Esau and Moab have technology capable of monitoring identity and controlling access, which will be easier to implement the mark, which is a physical device the size of a grain of rice. Okay, so we gotta watch, we gotta be vigilant. Okay, because this man of sin is coming with his traps. Okay, this devil, Esau, Edom. All right, let's get our 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, because this devil right now, Esau, he exalted himself as the Most High. Okay, so and he know that the earth is given unto him. All right, so he's trying hard to keep that position. Okay. All right.
This is 2 Thessalonians 2, verse 3 and 4. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposed it and exalted himself above all that is power, for that is worship, so that he as power sitteth in the temple of power, showing himself that he is power.
God. All right. So this devil, he really think that he is the Most High. Okay, and he have 2.2 billion behind him, which is Christianity. You see? So they already have him in high esteem. All right. So he's coming with smooth words as a gift, as he always have done. Okay, he did it with when we had COVID-19, okay, when time to bring the juice, what he did, he come with smooth word, and he come with a killer, with a killing device.
Smooth words, peaceful
Plenty
words.
people get swing with them.
You know, man, and he coming with incentives.
He tell you couldn't travel without getting it. He tell you couldn't go this place, that place without getting it.
All right,
And after that, after everything was done, he turned around and put everything back to the way it was.
yeah,
He is a completely dog.
yeah, because
And then that's when it came to the realization that the people that, hey, we never really had all these deaths like this happen so much, you know. What's the common denominator behind it?
all right,
Everybody who died, they took that shot.
they took that shot, right?
You see, blood clots. And now everybody realizing, boy, it actually was that what is killing the people. Some people get lucky and got a placebo,
Yeah,
but they don't know it was a placebo.
yeah,
See, meaning it just was sugar water.
yeah.
And some people had the actual shot itself. Most people who got the actual shot, ones were dead.
All right.
Like, but where you ever hear of people dying? I mean, so many of blood clot and whatnot. Okay, not senses. Okay,
You had people over there used to live in the hundreds, boy.
exactly.
All kind of ailments.
Shoot.
And the young people die.
Like living with cancer, you know, they used to take the therapy, whatever, but
Man, they're
Yeah.
strong. Man, the people, yeah. They're strong people,
Yeah.
you know, eat from the right over here. You know,
That's
strong. And then strong older people, they just suddenly just start dying one after another. No, man, that ain't common. That never was common. Yeah.
Nope. Hey, Salakia, right? The thing about it, the first time when people start dropping down, all right, people just will start dropping down with no warning, no
No
reason.
nothing.
They didn't know what it was. Then
They
they
didn't
stayed.
want to believe what it was.
The medical the healthcare system was
Yeah.
saying they didn't come out and say exactly what it is. But then they started saying blood clot first,
Underlying health condition.
underlying health condition, then blood clot, then myocarditis.
Yeah.
You
yeah,
see?
Yeah. It's sad, and they sudden adult
Right.
death syndrome.
You see? So they start off with all of these different things first. Like the first wave was with underlying health condition.
It wasn't until the fourth wave that they started that hey, maybe it was too short. And even then they say maybe.
Yeah.
He's on you.
They knew. Oh, they always knew.
They know it was bad.
That was the devil's intention.
And one of the biggest hopes what they had, remember when they had the videos going around the hospitals full of dead people
Yeah.
saying that they died from COVID?
Yeah.
And the actors, all it is was a bunch of garbage bags
That's all it
with
was.
some old clothes and thing inside.
Yeah. Showing the whole trailer load.
Fear.
Yeah.
Fear was they driving car. They use fear to get people to do that, boy.
Yep.
And the scriptures say, be not wary of sudden fear. You see?
That's it.
That's powerful, like you say that. Right? There was a movie I watched that, the other day, and this guy said he want people to bow down to him. He want this, he want that. So the other Peter might tell him, say, you want all of that? Say, fear makes the world go round and round.
Right.
So that's what Esau did.
Yeah.
Make everybody fear.
Yep.
See? It says here, Proverbs 3 and verse 24. That's something you also have to keep the words of the Lord in your mental. When thou liest down, thou shalt not be afraid. Yeah, thou shalt lie down, and thy sleep shall be sweet. Right?
Yep.
Be not afraid of sudden fear, neither of the desolation of the wicked when it cometh.
Yep.
For Yahweh shall be thy confidence and shall keep thy foot from being taken.
Yep.
If the people remembered the Lord in those times, they wouldn't have get tricked.
They wouldn't get it right.
Right. And guess what? This going into the word, this gotta be in you.
Done.
Just the word of the Lord.
Done. All right. Brother, you get Revelation 13, 7 and 8.
Yeah.
Okay. Shalom on the common board. Shalom. Okay, like we say, this devil, he always come with smooth words. He come with gifts. Okay. He come with gifts just for the Israelites. You see, because he know the Israelites like easy, smooth things. All right. And he know that we are the children of Israel. You see, he know that we are the apple of the Lord's eye. He know that we are the chosen ones. Okay, so to him, he could say, boy, he could get license from a whole heap of them.
Right. So last year is when Crown Oil 19 started. The first persons who started dropping down in big numbers, in mass numbers, who were they? Those people in Europe.
Yeah.
Or Europeans.
Yeah, them devils, they start dropping down first.
Yeah.
You know, then he come, smooth words to our people.
Yep.
And they fall for it.
You know, he start offering you free food to take a shot. Since when? Since when them to give you things, they giving you incentives to take medication to help you. Since when that is happening?
Man, and our people should know better because you've been getting your medication all your life, or most of your life, or whatever.
Barely being able.
Barely, man.
Are they giving it to you for free?
And they giving you,
I mean, right.
with a plate of food.
Something right there. Or a lap dance.
Yeah, lap dance. Yeah.
They say if you go to the strip club, you get a lap dance and you show your card.
Yeah.
But it's a lucky, right? So that just to tell you when the monetary implication of the Quran, but it's here. When you see that when they made this mandatory, you imagine the incentives in this country what's coming. The money is gonna be given. Hey, if you take this, I give you this, and who can be advocate for that?
Hey,
your boy, who his name is, the man who in charge of innovative.
It's the boss.
Exactly.
The thing about it too, right, with that, she out before election, they say, "Oh, the money buy rich."
Money buy.
So it's the same thing. The money buy rich. Everybody, the money buy, yeah. So they so and die for that to be mandatory. Yeah. No, the money buy rich, so that's when $300 easy. Oh, I tell you.
Revelation 13 and 7. See 7 down to 10.
7 to 8.
7 to 8. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome them. And power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations.
The saints are the Israelites.
Just for sidebar, when we look at the word revelation, a lot of pastors and be scared of the book of Revelation because they don't understand what it means.
Yep.
The word revelation just means to reveal.
God.
See, and we are revealing unto our people the things to come and the things to come. Right?
Yep.
Verse 8. And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of the life, of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world.
Read that again. Read 7 and 8 again.
Revelation 13 and 7. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome them. And power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations. And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world.
God. All right, so you see, he wants to have total control because power is given unto him. Okay, it's not about smartphones or digital IDs or digital cards, right? But to lure you into that trap to cause you to take that chip. And when they do take it, they will be serving and worshiping the afflicting devils. Okay? So the scripture warns us about a man desire to go into the city and shall not be able to. Okay? And that right there, that right there, we could be we could have a part to play with that as well, because you could have it's gonna be access to try to go this way or to go that way. You see?
And that's why the scriptures tell you never trust thine enemy, because again they can deliver this thing with sweet words.
Yep.
You see, I want people to take that. Then, just like with apps and subscriptions, now the subscriptions come. They had to give it to you for free, but now in order for you to do this, you have to pay that. You have to do this. You have to adhere to this. If you go on the line, they cut you off completely, and you can't do nothing about it because you already gave them authorization to you.
Yeah.
Once they check that inside you, they have full access and authorization to you.
Yep. That's it. That's it. The brother could get that second at just 15 and 17. Okay. Another brother go on second at 16, 16 of the 68 to 70.
15 is 15, 17.
Yeah, done.
A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
A man shall desire to go into the city and not be able. Okay. So, what you think would happen to us? Us, who know the truth, who fighting for Yahweh Shem Yahushai? Movement and participation will be restricted. Okay. If you don't have the mark, you will have to what? Endure, because the pressure will be tall for us Akim. Okay. See, as we continue in this truth and continue in the fight, when these things start to pop off, okay, we can have to endure it. We can have to go through it.
That's it.
You see what I'm saying? And we know the scriptures say that the Lord will take care of us. He would feed us. Okay, but before this happen, we can have to endure.
You gotta go through some things.
You gotta go through, right?
He said you bring the third fire to that fire, but that's why you feel biased, boy.
You see, you can have to go through it. All right, and just like how we break down with the mark dealing with authorization. Okay, if you ain't get flicking license to pass through, okay, which is that mark, how you can go this way and that way.
Right. So lucky, right? And also, you know, I would have posted something. I think I sent it to the group house. They're saying is by 2030. You know what I mean? In terms of your diet.
Yeah.
if let's say if you have hypertension, if it is you buy certain food, if that meet up to the standards, it would help because everything is tied to the Internet of Things.
Yeah.
Everything. Your going in your body, you know. So they can know everything about you.
Everything.
All right. So if you have high blood pressure, whatever, you know, if you go in the shops, you're going to purchase this type of food. They tell you, hey, you cannot buy that.
Yep.
You can't buy this type of food because you know you don't eat that.
Yep. Because if your blood pressure little high, little elevated a little bit, and you go to the cash to scan that out, that register could reject that.
Exactly.
You see?
Exactly.
Because everything right now, if you notice, these cash registers they tied online.
Exactly.
You see?
Exactly.
You know, and with your boy IFK, okay, he big on wearables for health. You
All
see?
wearables out now.
And all type of wearables out. You see? All right. Let's get a second answer. 16, 68 to 70.
Second Ezra 16 and 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols. And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach, and trodden under foot. But there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear Yahweh.
Done upon those that fear Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay, so tall pressure is coming. This is why Yahweh Bashem Yahushai said we must watch and pray. Okay, our faith will be tested when the chip be made available. Okay, so in this truth, okay, you don't play with the devil. Okay, you can't have this truth and have this wicked world with its lustful iniquities. Okay, like I heard Jake, okay, who with IUIC, he wanted to have the truth and he wanted to enjoy the delicacies of this wicked world. Okay, so he playing with flicking Esau. All right, he playing with Esau. Let's get Sirach 12 and 13. Okay, when you play with Esau, Esau gonna bite you. You know.
This is the Rock 12 and 18. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh while nine wild beasts.
Let's read that again, Baba Gacha.
Sirach 12:13. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beasts?
Done. All right. So don't be spiritual naive. Okay. Exercise wisdom and discernment. All right. Be circumspect. Okay. You can't be trying to play with Esau and Esau as well. Okay. You got to move with wisdom, like we always say. Walk in the spirit. Okay. What basically our main thing we will say. Okay. Wisdom is to be applied and not to be wasted. You see? So in this thing now, we gotta be circumspect. Okay? Let's get Ephesians 5:15 and 16.
Right, so lucky, right? The brother always say, wisdom to be applied and it's not to be wasted and inexpensive, right? But guess what? Only the Lord can give you that.
That's it.
That ain't given to everybody when you read the book of Wisdom of Solomon. He has to give you that.
John. You know, and as we know, wisdom is gonna try you. Okay, and we know these people out here, they don't want to be tried. All right. They call him blessing when they get riches. Okay. All right.
Ephesians 5:15. See then that ye walk certainly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil.
God. All right, buying back the time. Okay. So the scripture tell you the be circumspect. Okay. Notice what's going on around you. Notice what's going on in the world. Okay, as we stated a little earlier, dealing with the digital ID. Okay, how this devil are laying traps to get you. Okay, and with how what's going on in our Bahamas right now, with all this insurance. Okay, the people gearing up for uproar. Okay, they're gearing up for the people for protests. Okay, and this could be a distraction because like the arc read in our opening out of the Bahamas right now is dealing with digital ID. Okay, governance. Okay, so no doubt there's gonna rally up the people them while they're slipping. Okay, their digital infrastructure. All right, so this world is building systems of digital IDs, of verification, and of digital commerce that will tie right into the mark. Okay, so again, watch and pray and remain faithful to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay, don't put your trust in governments. Don't put your trust in technologies, and don't put your trust in digital credentials. Okay, because I had one little rap written down from a couple of little lines of one rap music I heard. It's a government officials and these leaders can't deliver you. Secretly they plotting, trying to get rid of you. You see, and when you look at it, that's the same thing what these governments do. Okay, let's get us Psalms 146 and 3. That's it. And Proverbs 3 and 5. All right.
What you said, brother? This is Psalms 146
and 3.
And
Proverbs 3 and 5.
Okay. Put not your trust in princes, nor in the Son of Man, in whom there is no help.
God, don't put your trust in these leaders. Don't put your trust in governments. And surely don't put your trust in this devil. Okay?
One of the brothers told the little video clip. One of the people, and they was going in, the video was going in on the Jews, right? And how they've been run out of 110 different countries. You know what? he gone in and he said, how we don't like that.
Yeah.
So how they are synagogue of state. You see? He said, when you look at the banking industry, who own that? When you look at pharmaceutical companies, who own that? When you look at the education system, who own that? When you look at world governments, who own that?
Boy.
You see? You look at the banks, who own that?
Yep.
You see? So you got to detach from the system.
Done.
Right.
See?
They own everything.
And so interesting, you grow the education system too. You think they can ever educate you, to not be implemented into the system? You think they can educate you how to beat their system? They can do that. The only way you beat that system is through the Lord.
They training you to continue in the rat race.
Exactly.
That's it. Yo. Let's get that Proverbs 3 and 5, brother.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 3 and verse 5.
Got Proverbs 3 and 5.
Proverbs 3 and 5. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding.
God. So repent now. And turn to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay, the Lord tell you, don't put off on the day. Don't put off the day. Okay. You must trust in him. Okay, not these government officials. Okay, not the digital ID, because plenty of our people, they believe that that's gonna save them. Okay. When Esau come now, like the gain license from them. Okay.
Okay? When this grid shut down and this come back up, if it's gonna shut down, it gets so bad out here, people can be crying for this. Man, we need something else.
Yeah.
And then you ultimately have to verify yourself.
Yep.
No more remaining anonymous when that comes.
No.
Digital ID. You gotta identify yourself.
Yep. That's the guy on Twitter. You gotta verify is it you.
Exactly. What you on it? Exactly.
Yep.
You mentioned repent. Alright. And that's what we should be doing, because you look around what's happening in this region, this country. The Lord is slowly removing his grace.
John.
All right. Look at, for example, the amount of accidents and things we see happen here in this country. All right. Even I put it this morning, he had the 2 accidents.
What?
You see?
Yep.
Yeah. So the Most High is removing his grace from his place. He's removing his mercy. But there's no fear. These people don't have no fear of the Lord.
None.
All right.
None at all.
Out here. They drive by, walk by, ride by, whatever. Like, they don't even acknowledge it. See what I'm saying? But the time is coming, when they get a wish to stop by to hear this word.
Yeah. People are destroyed for lack of knowledge. You see, what they acknowledge is a seat that been handed down. Okay? They acknowledge these Christian churches and whatnot. All right? But the word is the true word and the true gospel. They don't acknowledge, they don't pay heed to. Okay? Because they don't know. All right? Then they don't have no knowledge and no wisdom. They've been deceived.
Right?
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 5 and 7. Make no tiring to turn to Yahweh, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of Yahweh come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed, and perish in the day of vengeance.
God. So don't put off from day to day. All right, don't put off today. Because when you think you're grounded in Esau's system, and all hell break loose, we're going to be grounded in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. He will keep us from the hour of temptation. All right, but before you will take that mark, okay, before you will take that mark, it won't be nice for you. Okay, it won't be nice for you, because when you take that, okay, you can feel you like you safe with Esau and his technology. Okay, just like how they when they take the juice, they thought that they were safe. But you see what happened? Okay, dry coconut drop left, right, and center. Okay, you see the whole coconut tree flicking drop.
I read just a while back of, those people who get those brain implants, the health complication will come from taking that. It's so much thing. It was a long list. I can't remember so much long names from taking that. The
What?
ramifications from taking that
Yep.
all time.
Done.
For your body, because you put a real foreign object in your body.
Right? And with this mark, this is a physical thing.
It's
Okay, a physical device. All right, that they're gonna put inside them. You see, for them to have access or authorization. You see, to go this way, to go that way, the this and that, like we breaking it down a little earlier. Okay, so to give them license. All right.
Which is they put that off from day to day. Stop procrastinating.
That's it.
You understand? Right, we got, then we will look at the weather and see it's gonna be a good day today.
Yep.
See what I said? All right. Further down the road, you can look and see, well, oh, let the rain coming, so you prepare yourself for that.
Yep.
You understand? Don't worry about what people can think or what people can say about you. The hell with that.
Hey, the thing about and the art is that too. All right. That's how you say they can look at the day. I know some people they look at the moon and say, well, oh, the moon wasting so plenty mutton fish can be biting.
Right.
They can tell you all of that.
But then it says, and like security. All right, when they say peace and safety, not destruction.
That's it.
They're the weather, but they can't be very time.
But that's it.
And how the digital implementation of these things can't discern that.
Hey, got
It's the clear as day.
clear as day.
The things that's going on in the world, the way how different countries interact with each other, all that. When you can look at that and see shit ain't things ain't right. You can see things building up.
Got
Right. I see the elder brother Manasseh that, he shared this thing. He shared me this video. Well, they had a World Cup series, something like that, over there in Babylon.
got
And they had, like, a couple different countries, come over there. And they was basically like, everybody like join hand in hand celebrating. Saying the world has never said nothing like that before. That right there is pure bread and circus.
yeah. Yeah.
That's the only thing. What I see.
That's it.
Look at the people, look at the bad people. Like that, and by these thousands of people, by whole blanket states of people.
Boy. That's it.
They come together and they don't know these people kind of thing. Like this Japanese fella, they just mixed with this correct. See what I said, and everybody holding on and dancing and doing all that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, and all of them right there, they can take that chip.
Yeah.
You see?
Because they were watching the series.
Good. God, let's get that Revelation 14, 9 to 12.
Book of Revelation chapter 14 and 9.
It's the judgment for when they take that chip. When you give Esau license to do whatever he will do with you.
And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his charagma in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb.
Right. You see that it said what is going to be without mixing. Read that part without mixing again.
The saints shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation.
All right, and we seen that little earlier.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right,
All them arguments.
that's it. Yeah, that's pure judgment.
Done.
You understand?
That's the rod of God, boy.
That's it. All right.
Yep.
And most I do that in style.
It's done. Done.
All right. So this time around, this one is going to be more graphic.
Done.
All right. It's going to be more gruesome.
That's it. And Jake called that accident, but the Lord called that judgment.
That's the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture.
Boy.
Understand? Yeah. That's the pure. That's the. Imagine you bring a mixer in a drink, right? And you just pour in the liquor. You ain't pouring the mixer yet.
No.
That's
Boy.
pure liquor.
Pure liquor.
Dude.
Right? The scripture says, calamities reserved for the wicked in Surah 40.
God.
That's calamities. That's calamities. Death and bloodshed.
That's it.
Reserved for the wicked.
That's it. Yeah. Read more on that, right?
Yeah. Verse 11. And the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of Yahweh and the faith of Yahweh Shai.
God. Yeah, the patient of the saints. You see? Yeah, here are the patience of the saints. Okay, and the saints are the Israelites. Okay, so once again, watch, pray, repent, and endure. Okay, Esau's text may change, but the commandments and this word remains the same. Okay, now we know Esau, he always tweaking his text. Okay, he always trying to get it to be better and better and better. But this word, the words of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, they always the same. They don't never change. Okay, they don't never change, and they are powerful. Okay, so powerful that they done. All right, you won't get cut. Let's play with the words of the Lord. All right. Yeah, brothers. Okay, Lord, that was edifying. Okay.
A beautiful lesson. Lesson that I would, the most I put in my spirit is the war in heaven. You know, and Christianity has presented us with a doctrine that opposed the true gospel of Yahweh Shai and Mashiach. Okay. And the brothers earlier talk about snares and traps, okay? And they identify snares as being something, okay, a disguise, okay, that appear, okay, that appear good, or you know, it looks okay, it don't look like something to destroy you, or it don't look destructive. Okay, and that's exactly what Christianity is, right? A snare and a trap. Okay, because two-thirds of Israel has been snared and trapped. Okay, and there is false and pagan religion. There's false and pagan doctrine. All right, but they teach a war. Christianity, it teaches of a war in heaven. Okay, that occurred at the beginning of the world. Okay, however, that very same war that was already been fought, that very same war that has already been fought according to their doctrine. Okay, it is contrary to their teaching. Okay, the gospel is contrary to that teaching. All right, this battle. All right, Salakia. This battle began after Esau, the devil, was loose out of prison Okay, so this war in heaven actually began, all right, after Esau, the so-called devil, was loose out of prison. All right, Esau has deceived the world with this Christian doctrine, with Christianity. All right, and after the fall of the Roman Empire, Esau was cast into prison. Can somebody give me Revelation 20 and 1? Revelation 20 and 1. Okay. This devil, so-called devil, right? His name is his biblical name is Esau, all right? And his nation is called the nation of Edom, the Edomites, all right? And this nation is a nation, okay, that is okay, also affiliated to the devil that does the work of Satan. All right. Not the righteous seed, which is of the seed of Jacob. All right. Jacob's name we know was changed to Israel. Okay. But Christianity is of the devil. All right. Can I get Revelation 20 and 1?
God. This is Revelation 20 and 1. And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand.
Okay. Okay. After the fall of the Roman Empire, Edom, okay, will be bound and cast into prison. He was cast into the bottomless pit, all right, which is the area of Europe, all right. It is called the bottomless pit because nothing hardly ever goes there, all right. So the so-called white man, whose biblical name is Esau, he was cast into the bottomless pit. Can I get Revelation 20 and 2? Revelation 20 and 2.
Verse 2. And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years.
That nation of people who are the Edomites was bound by the great angel and cast into the bottomless pit, which is Europe. Okay? Revelation 20 and 7.
20 and 7. Revelation 20 and 7. When the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison and shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth, Gog, Magog, to gather the battle, the number of whom is as the sand of the sea.
Okay, so after being bound in prison in Europe for 1,000 years, Esau, the so-called white man, all right, was loosed out of the bottomless pit and went out to deceive the nation. He went out colonizing and deceiving the nation with what? Christian, okay, this false Christian doctrine, all right? Not the gospel of Yahweh, all right? Not the gospel of the true God, the God of the Bible, but with his pagan doctrine, white supremacy, all right? Revelation 20 and 8.
Revelation 20 and 8. I shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them together to battle, the number of whom is as the sand of the sea.
Okay, so Esau, the devil, will be loosed out of the bottomless pit and shall go out into the four quarters of the earth to deceive Israel, okay? To deceive the seed of Jacob, okay? Israel, the righteous people, the people of God, okay? Deceive them with this Christian doctrine, all right? And this is the spiritual battle. This, okay, deceiving the nation of Israel is the spiritual battle that is being fought, okay? Can I get Revelation 11 and 7? Revelation 11.
This is Revelation chapter 11 and verse 7. And when they shall have finished their testimony, the beast that ascended out of the bottomless pit shall make war against them and shall overcome them and kill them.
So Esau will make war with them, okay? This year, when he say make war with them and kill them, this is this Christian doctrine that is being taught, okay? This is the spiritual warfare, all right? We're not fighting with guns and spear, okay, and knife and whatnot, all right? This spiritual battle, this is what is being referred to as Esau making war with the saints, all right, teaching us this false pagan doctrine, all right. This is the warfare, the spiritual warfare, all right. Okay, you should make war with them and kill them. Esau will make war with them, a spiritual warfare, deceiving them with Christianity. As a result, okay, they are killed, and as a result, okay, they are killed as a result of sin. Salakia, worshiping Cesar Borgia, okay, and Cesar Borgia is who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ, okay. His name was actually Cesar Borgia. His father was Prince Pope Alexander VI, which was the Pope of Rome. All right. Can I get Romans 6:3?
And there was some Solomon first.
Oh, so yeah,
Wisdom of Solomon 14.
15.
Wisdom of Solomon 14 and 15, it says, for a father afflicted when untimely mourning, and he had made an image of his child, soon taken away, now honored him as a god, which was then a dead man, and delivered to those that were under him ceremonies and sacrifices.
Okay, this is okay. This precept was just identifying, giving you revelation of Cesar Borgia. All right, his image. Okay, his father took his image after he died. His father had his image painted. All right, and can I get Exodus 20:4? Okay, so we worshiping the image of a dead man. All right, and the Bible speaks about worshiping graven image. Can I get Exodus 20:4?
This is the book of Exodus 20:4. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in the heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth.
Okay, you should not make unto thee any graven image. So what do you have of Jesus Christ? A white pagan and a graven image. Okay, the Bible states you should not make unto thyself any graven image. All right, and the thing about it is, Revelation 1 and 14 and 15 give you the true image of the Messiah. Okay, it states that his hair and his head was white like wool, and his eyes were like and his feet was like fine brass, as if it boiled in the furnace. When you boil brass in the furnace, it's showing dark, okay, brown. All right, he was a dark-skinned man. He was a black melanated man. All right, but yet you worshiping an image, an idol. Okay, okay. So this is what Christianity has deceived us with. Okay, this is this doctrine that we've been deceived by. All right, Romans 6:3.
Romans 6:3. Know ye not that so many of us as were baptized into Yahushua and Mashiach were baptized into his death?
Wages of sin is death.
6:22.
6:23.
Romans 6:23. For the wages of sin is death, but the gift of Yahweh is eternal life through Yahushua and Mashiach our Lord.
Okay, so the wages of sin is death. Okay? Now what have we been doing? Sinning. Okay, Christianity has caused us to sin, to transgress the law of Yahweh. Okay? To transgress the law of our power of God. Alright? And Romans 6:22 state that the wages of sin is death. So we die. Okay? It is the spiritual death. Okay? We become disconnected from our power. Alright? We die spiritually. We are no longer, alright, connected to the source, okay, of our power, okay, which is Yahweh. Alright? We are there in the world, okay, being snared, okay, and trapped and whatnot into this false and pagan doctrine. Okay? We become disconnected from our true power, from our source. And if you go to Jeremiah 17:4, okay, it states, can you get out of me, please? Whatever chapter, okay? Israel has been disconnected from their heritage, going to gods of Esau, okay? Going to gods of this so-called white man, all right? Of the red man. He's not white, he's red, okay? Because the Bible tells you that the word came out red all over as a hairy garment, all right? And Jeremiah 17:4 says, even thou even thyself shall be discontinued from our heritage. Okay? Because of Christianity, we have become disconnected, okay, from our heritage. All right? We are no longer keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God. Okay? It teaches you that the laws are done away with. You can eat pork, okay? Crabs, and the lobster, and whatnot. You can eat these things. All right? This is what you get. You go to church every Sunday, okay? And you get past the pork chop and beacon ham, all right? You get it put on, all right? Or he already cooked, or his pot is being cooked or being already prepared. You get his pork chop, you get his crab and rice, okay? All crab, okay? So he had that on Sunday, okay? All kind of abomination, all right? Can I get Revelation 11?
This is Revelation 11 and 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the streets of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified.
Okay, so 2/3 of Israel has drunk of Babylon's wine and philosophy and has become drunken with false doctrine. Okay, they have been deceived by Esau, the devil. Okay, the so-called white man. Okay, their dead bodies will lie in the street of that great city to be laid down in the street. Okay, that's the fall. Okay, we've fallen. We are a fallen state. All right, when their dead bodies lie in the street of that great city, we have fallen. Okay, all right. So going and these churches worshiping white man Jesus is a fallen state. All right, you've fallen from the Most High. You've fallen from His grace and His mercy. Okay, you are a dead state because you're spiritually dead. The spirit of the Most High is not dealing with you. It's not dwelling in you. All right, you're spiritually dead. All right, Isaiah 10 and 22.
Isaiah 10 and 22. For though thy people Israel be as the sand of the sea, yet a remnant of them shall return. The consumption decreed shall overflow with righteousness.
Okay, so give the devil his due. For 2/3 of Israel shall die spiritually. Okay, the seed become lost sheep. All right. So this devil has really done his work. All right, because 2/3, all right, of Israel, and that's a mass number of people being destroyed, being lost. Okay, being disconnected from the power. Revelation 11 and 9.
Revelation 11 and 9. And they of the people and kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half, and shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves.
Okay, so the nation of the world will see the 2/3 Israel, okay, detached, confused, disconnected, distracted, and will not inform them of their true identity, of their true power. Okay, they will see their dead bodies lying in the street, okay, and not even care. Okay, all right. Revelation, can I get Ezekiel 37 and 11?
So you want us Revelation 11 and 9?
So let's read that.
Okay, yeah.
Ezekiel 37:11. Then he said unto me, Son of man, these bones are the whole host of Israel. Behold, ye say our bones are dry, and our hope is lost. We are cut off for our part.
These bones are the whole house of Israel, right? Ye dry bones, hear the words of the Lord. Ye are the whole house of Israel. Wake up and live, okay? Because see, and Bob Marley made a quote in one of his songs, said that they're building churches and universities and deceiving the people continually. All of that is what Christianity has done. And who is leading this Christian doctrine is these same small hats. Okay, they are the chief leaders. Okay, of the synagogue of Satan. All right. Can I get Revelation, Ezekiel 37 and 12 also?
Ezekiel 37 and 12. You got it up? Therefore prophesy and say unto them, thus said Yahweh power, behold, O my people, I will open your graves and cause you to come up out of your graves and bring you into the land of Israel.
Okay. So the power will open our graves. Okay. But our dead bodies, the other nation saw our dead bodies. Okay. In this grave and then okay here to open the graves or whatever. But the power said he will open our graves, all right, and bring us, okay, to light, bring us the spiritual growth or the spirit that we need, all right, in order to be reconnected to the source, reconnected to our true power, all right.
Revelation 11 and 10. And they that dwell upon earth will rejoice over them and make merry and repent with one another, because these two prophets will not them that dwell on the earth.
Okay, so they that dwell on the earth shall make merry and rejoice over them. Okay, and this is what they do was done. Okay, it's still being done during Christmas, sending gifts to one another. Okay, but back in the days they would send gifts of slaves to one another. All right, and this is what Christmas celebration was all about. They celebrated Israel being dead in the dead state. Okay, our body being cast in the grave. All right, but can I go and last step? Okay, in order to fight this demon, all right, and to be connected to our source, Ephesians 6 and 11. Can I get Ephesians 6 and 11 to 15? Okay. Say that we should put on the armor of God. Okay. Ephesians 6 and 11.
Ephesians 6 and 11. Put on the whole armor of God, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
They put on the whole armor of God that you may be able to stand the wiles of Esau. Okay? Verse 12.
Verse 12 it says, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places."
Okay, so our fight, all right, our warfare is with spiritual wickedness in high and low places. Okay, so we are encouraged to put on the armor of Yahweh, right? Yahweh, okay, Yahweh Shai Mashiach, all right, in order to fight this devil. In order to fight this demon, this white man, who was deceived us with Christianity and this Christian doctrine. I hope this lesson was edifying and the service papers.
All right. So yeah, man. So with that, we'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Shem, Yahweh Shai, Shem Kodash, Shalom, and Abba.